All right, Case. Everyone's trying to figure out, what's the reason why Case isn't throwing interceptions now? What has that been for you?
I'm throwing it to our guys, man, not throwing it to the other team.
Good stretch.
Yeah, who knew?
Is it more comfort in the offense, stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, just being smarter with the ball. It's something I do. That's why early on in the season I was frustrated. It's tough. That's something I pride myself in as a quarterback is giving our team a chance to win and not being the reason that we aren't winning. And turnovers in this league, I mean, it's probably the biggest stat that really matters that you could look at win losses compared to turnover battle who won it. So it's very, very important for me and something I work on every day. That's something I think about every day. That every decision I make, I know is the ball is the most important thing on the field. So, and I've got it in my hands every play. So I know every decision I make is that important, and that's why I grind. That's why I work, and we've gotten better. Across the board, offensive line, running backs, receivers, we're all on the same page better. On the working, each week communicating, and we feel better with offense. And there's just a lot of different things, a lot of factors.
How do you see Cortland adapting to being a starter?
I think he's taking it in stride. I think he's doing a great job. Obviously the last few weeks, made some huge plays in the Chargers game. Last week had some, had a great third down catch and a couple other balls that I was, off a little bit. But, I think he's doing great. I mean, he's continuing to work, continuing to grind, continuing to not be a rookie. I see him as a vet and a guy I can count on to play and make big plays when I need him to.
This league becomes a battle of attrition this time of year. You'll start losing some key players. Mentally, just attitude-wise, how do you keep going forward when you're starting to get down on the depth chart now in positions?
Yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game, and that's unfortunate. There's a saying we have, it's not if you get hurt, it's when. And it's just kind of how it goes. We play a violent sport, and, that's, across the board you're going to have guys dinged up. You try your best to get your body in the best shape you can and keep it as healthy as you can. But unfortunately it happens. That's why, our mindset is the same as, it's been for the last few weeks. Whatever it takes, next man up. As many cliches as you want to throw in there, it doesn't matter. We gotta go. There's no excuses. And I think that was 4 cliches there in a row if you were counting. But I'm the product of a next man up mentality. That's when I got my opportunity was an injury. That's when I got my other opportunities was injuries. So, it's one person's unfortunate incident and having a guy go down might be a start of somebody's great career. So, there's exciting opportunities with young guys that are coming along that are hungry, that haven't seen the field maybe in a while and have been learning, have been staying after out here. You guys have seen them out here working, catching the balls on the jugs or, working through routes with young quarterbacks. And so it's exciting at the same time.
What is it about this situation? Coach was saying you respond well to these situations when you guys were 3-6, being back against the wall. Like that's kind of how your career is shaped. Is there something about these situations that you like that somehow brings out the best in you when you looks like maybe the odds are stacked against you a little bit?
Yeah, I would be lying if I didn't say I like playing the underdog and that I didn't mind not getting the respect. Because that's. I really don't think anybody else's opinion matters, but what's going on in that locker room. And I have a lot of respect for what you guys do, but there's a lot of things that go on outside this building that for us, we don't pay attention to, and we get after and we work and we trust each other. We trust each other's opinion. We trust the coach's opinion, and that's what matters for us. But it feels good to prove people wrong every once in a while.
Casey's last 3 weeks, you guys are scoring, I think, a 70% clip in the red zone. Is that a product of your comfort level, schematic changes? Just what's allowed you to be more effective down there?
It's a lot of things. It's comfort level. It's being comfortable with scheme. I think it's execution. It's being smart. It's staying positive on plays, man. Going forward. I don't think we've had as many negative plays down there, which can include penalties, sacks, negative runs. If you don't do that, you stay going forward, you stay your momentum going forward. I think those are important.
It's a long, what's that?
Just one more. For as efficient as this offense has been the past few weeks, you guys have eclipsed 30 points just once this year. As a QB, are you eager to, light up the scoreboard? Vance said he's cool winning 10-9 if that's how it plays out. Maybe you got a little different take on it.
Yeah, I want to score every time we get the ball. I mean, that's hands down. If you told us we were going to score less than 10 points every game from now on, but still win every game, then I'd be cool with that too. Obviously, as an offensive player, though, I want to score a lot of points, and I know everybody on that offensive side does too. So that's what we're trying to do. Our defense is really, really good, but our best defense is when they're sitting on the sidelines and watching us drive down the field. So. We need to score more, and as we continue to grow and to continue to get into late, November, December, we're going to have some big drives and go score some points when we really need to.
In case of training camp, you said you were trying to master the offense. How long does that take for a quarterback, and do you feel that you're there yet?
I think you're always trying to master it. I told somebody just a minute ago, I think there's a learning curve, but I think the curve just keeps going. I think, you kind of get into the more advanced, intricate details of different plays and different, philosophy on different schemes that you put in against different types of defense. And, then you throw in what type of situation it is, first, second, third down, 2-minute, red zone, or, where you are in the field. There's a million different factors that go into, learning an offense. And I feel like that's why all the really great quarterbacks, all the really great players were students of the game, and they're trying to build their craft at their position. So I've always tried to build my craft and continue to mold my craft, in a positive way, in a positive trending way. So, do I feel a lot better than I did in training camp? Heck yeah. I think we're light years ahead of where we were then, but at the same time, I still feel like we have a long way to go.
Tight ends have
had better production. Obviously, now with Costin and Jeff, obviously now with him out. What do you attribute that rise in production to, though?
It's a lot of different things, obviously the different plays as far as getting them involved. A tight end's always a great security blanket because as big as they are, as great hands as they have, they tend to be, never really covered. Even when they're covered, you can still get them the ball in certain situations as long as you have good ball placement and timing. There's a lot of things. Those guys are playing well. We're getting more on the same page. And different games call for different schemes, different ways to attack defenses. But tight ends, man, they do such a great job of blocking. We can put a lot of tight ends in there, block, throw, run the ball or throw the ball, and using them off play action too. I think has been really good.
Time for a couple more, guys.
You talked about being an underdog a little bit. How do you make sure now that you've won a couple games, and what's your role in making sure there's no letdown?
Man, we keep the same mindset no matter what. No matter what other people think about us, no matter what's happened last week, no matter what's going to happen next week, we're focused on right now, this game right here, the Cincinnati Bengals coming up, because nothing really else matters. We win this game, it makes the next game big. So that's why this is the biggest game of the year right now, and that's the way we viewed every single game, and that's the way we're going to view this week. That's what I think this team is good. We're consistent with that, and we've got great mindset, and we work extremely hard.
Nikki, one last one here.
For you personally, along the same lines, how much does being undrafted, how much has that influenced your career and your mindset throughout your career?
I don't know if I have a different mindset because I was undrafted. I've dealt with that, the feelings I had that day and what happened. For me personally, I know everything happens for a reason, and I went to the right spot. I went to the Texans, where Coach Kubiak was, where I was able to develop as a pro quarterback. And so I know it happened for a reason. And I would say there's some pride in that and proving people wrong, just like I talked about earlier. But, I like to prove people right that believed in me a lot more than I like to prove people wrong. So, that's more where I come from.
All right.
Cool. These are my cleats, guys. My cause is Fellowship of Christian Athletes. It's a organization that's very near and dear to my heart. I grew up going to FCA, which is basically there's different huddles in different high schools, junior highs, elementaries, even colleges around the country. But it's a place where Christian athletes can come together, spend time together, fellowship. Different athletes come and speak. So I go back and speak at different huddles in college, high school. And it's just, I think as an athlete, we have influence. People listen to what we say. And you never know as an athlete the ripple effect that occurs where somebody young, some other person, hears or sees something that we've done that impacts them. I'm a product. I became a Christian because of Christian athletes that were older than me. My dad's team, there was Christian athletes on my dad's football team, and so I looked up to them. I wanted to be just like them. I wanted to wear cleats just like them. I wanted to throw the football just like them. And FCA was the reason I was around those guys, and they were good guys. So it's a great organization. I think I'm going to get together with Vaughn's foundation. We're going to do something for FCA Denver, but this is my cleats for my cause here at FCA. So thank you, guys.